Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about Manchester City against Internazionale. Which is, of course, being played on Wednesday. From a Man City perspective, as I'm a Man City fan. Now, everything that I'm going to talk about in this game is in relation with the upcoming game against Arsenal as well. We'll be resting a few players for that Arsenal game. So I doubt a full strength lineup as I've got put out over here, but we'll get into that in just a bit. And the reason I don't have Savio in this lineup is because I think Savio is probably gonna get some rest. He looked like he came off with a muscular problem in the end of the Brentford game. I don't think you should quite play him 4 days after that. Now, Savio should be fine. The club has said nothing about him. They haven't said that he's injured or anything like that. So he should be fine. He should be fine. Unless they've just gone radio silent on us. But I still prefer him not to play this game, to just get some rest. And then maybe against Arsenal, play the game. 60 minutes. Maybe even 90 minutes, depending how badly we need him. But I don't want him to play this game for that problem that seems to be muscular at the end of the Brentford game. Grealish and Doku should certainly do the job. Now, you can think about Doku on the right wing all you want, but he has played on the right wing against West Ham, and that was his best performance for Man City, excluding the Bournemouth game. So, I think he can definitely play on the right hand side if you just teach him how to pass a ball. Which, when he does that, he's actually really good. When he does that. So, hopefully, he does that again today. Haaland is a no-brainer. He obviously starts. Then De Bruyne, Gundogan, and Rodri. That's the difficult part. I don't include Rico Lewis in midfield because he's a right back stepping into midfield. He's also a no-brainer. Kyle Walker is just not doing his job well anymore, is he now? So it's probably going to be Rico Lewis. But this is a bit more difficult. Rodri is a no-brainer. I think Rodri starts. No-brainer. De Bruyne and Gundogan is not so sure. Because you can always play Kovacic instead of Gundogan, and then have Gundogan play against Arsenal. You can play Foden instead of De Bruyne. I think that Gundogan, De Bruyne is the most likely lineup in this Internazionale game, because Gundogan just provides that bit of going forwards. It provides a little bit more than Kovacic, and then if we take Gundogan off for the Arsenal game and put Kovacic in, then we can maybe put in Savio for Grealish and we replace that forwards momentum from Gundogan with that little bit of control that Kovacic does bring. So I think it makes perfect sense for Gundogan to start. Kovacic starting, I'm fine with that as well. They'll probably come on for each other anyways. If Gundogan starts, Kovacic will come on for Gundogan. If Kovacic starts, Gundogan will come on for Kovacic. So they'll probably come on for each other anyways. But yes, I think I would prefer Gundogan starting by just this little bit. Then Rico Lewis, no-brainer. We don't have any other right backs. We don't do that at this club. Well, we have Akanji. Akanji can play right back. And then you can maybe slot, I don't know, Diaz, Stones, Guardiola. I suppose you can do that. That would work too. So Kyle Walker can play against the weaker teams, but no big games like Arsenal or Champions League. So no big games, but that's besides the point. That's really besides the point here. Then Ruben Diaz, no-brainer. He's just so good. And Guardiola, we have no other left back, so that's a no-brainer. That's about the lineup I'd expect here for the game against Internazionale. I don't expect anything rotated because, of course, it's a big game. I'm expecting the game afterwards, the Arsenal game, to also feature most of the same players. So then maybe Kovacic for Gundogan and then maybe Savio for Doku or Grealish. So I'm expecting about the same lineup in that game as well against Arsenal. It's going to be two big fixtures coming up. But what about the substitutions? And this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets very interesting for me. So we have Haaland on the pitch, De Bruyne, and Gundogan. Now, those are 3 players that will probably come off. I've already said Gundogan probably comes off for Kovacic. De Bruyne probably comes off for Foden. Haaland for Matthijs Nunes. This is something I've talked about on my channel before. I want to see Matthijs Nunes in a striker role. Not if we are winning 1-0. Let's say Haaland scores a goal, we are winning 1-0. Don't take him off. If you are winning 2-0, 80th minute, take Haaland off, put Matthijs Nunes on. Let's see how good is Nunes. Let's see, can he play in that striker role? De Bruyne will have to come off for Foden just out of a resting sake and to give Foden some minutes ahead of the Arsenal game. Gundogan coming off for Kovacic. Now, I just don't think Gundogan can play a full 90 minutes anyways. So that's probably what I'm expecting. We can probably expect Silva to come on somewhere here in midfield or on the wing. And then potentially we'll see a centre back coming on with Stones or maybe Walker. Whichever it is. Maybe Walker as right back rather. Whichever it is, difficult to say. Pep likes to not choose his substitutions at all. So we've got 4 substitutes here. There's a big chance he doesn't use any. But that's Pep Guardiola's decision, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I expect to see in this game. I do expect a victory. It's at the Etihad, of course. Is it at the Etihad? It is, right? Wait, am I going crazy? This is at the Etihad, right? Yes, it is. So I expect a victory. Okay, I'm not going crazy. I expect a victory. 2, maybe 3-0, you know. Well, we don't do clean sheets, though. We don't do clean sheets. Let's go 3-1. 3-1 should be a reasonable score for Manchester City here. So yeah, 3-1. That's what I'm expecting here in this game. Tell me your opinion down below about the game. Even if you're not a Man City fan, if you're an Inter fan, tell me your opinions down below. Do be respectful with it though. But thank you guys for watching to the end. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.